What you got there? Huh? What you got there? You have my car? You have my car? You're gonna be filming that today? Yeah, I do, Magnus. As a matter of fact, I do. It's your new 964. What do you think? Pretty cool. Do you mind if I film it? I guess not. As long as you buy some t-shirts and stuff from me, that'd be pretty cool. Yeah, go ahead and check it out. It's got all kinds of different cars influenced the build, and you'll see it. You'll see it. And it's definitely unlike the 911R where they effed it up with the decals. This car has no kind of large stripes to throw your eye off. So go ahead and film my car. Just make sure you buy some stuff, please. Buy some stuff. All right, Magnus, we're going to go ahead and film your car. So stay tuned for that. I'm looking forward to it. Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Royce from Pedal Metal. Welcome to my channel. Today we're going to be checking out the Hot Wheels new Porsche 964. This is a Magnus Walker Porsche, or Porsche, however you prefer to say it. I know Alex Marks will be getting on me if I don't say Porsche. So what we're going to do here is check this out, and we'll open it up, see what the fuss is all about. Get my handy dandy tongue depressor out. Says there's gonna be 10,000 of these. I know there's some of them that were released that do not have the RLC sticker on the back, and I believe those were pre-sample ones that were given out, I guess to Magnus Walker or people of 1552. So I want to be real careful with this because I have a feeling this one's going to be pretty valuable down the road. And this is how it comes in the case. Really, really cool. Well, of course, we have a small 1/64 scale Magnus Walker in there. I'll take off the cover here so we can get a better look here at it. Which sometimes these are not easy to get open. Oh, well, maybe this one's going to be a surprise. But a lot of times you want to be very careful with those tabs. Oh, there we got the one side off. Now if we can just wiggle the other side off. This is making me very nervous. Whew. Okay, there we just got it. Thank God. Alright, to give a little bit of back history on the Porsche 964 body style, it was introduced in 1989 and ran through 1994 and was designed by Benjamin Dimson. And essentially it was some plastic pieces, and the front and rear bumper covers were different. It basically took it from the way it's been was from 1979 to 89 essentially, or 88 I should say. So it had kind of just gave it more of a modern flair. This particular one that Magnus Walker tuned and redid features shaved rain gutters. It's a narrow body, which is great. He painted it with the original car, not this Hot Wheels car, but the original one's a slate gray, which is a very iconic color. He added a 12-inch channel from the front hood. It runs up over the roof and then back to a 1975 turbo tail, which is of course ultra modified as well. Underneath that ducktail you have a BBI tuned 3.8 liter, normally aspirated 300 horsepower flat six. The car has details such as the fuel cap on the left side is, instead of being a filler lid, that it has a round cap, I should say. So you don't have the cap underneath the lid anymore. It's right on the fender. And this fender is also predominantly dominated by the cut louvers on the top of the fenders, which required a special die to be made just to cut those louvers into the tops of the fenders. So let's see here, what else? It has the car has 17-inch 1552 Outlaw rims. I think they're 9.5s on the back and like 8s or 8.5s on the front. And it has distressed leather black racing seats and his Magnus Walker Memo wheel inside, and it has red carpeting. The Hot Wheels car features every one of these details that I can see. If we flip this over, you can kind of see in that there is red carpeting. Down in there. We have the louvers are present on the fenders. We have that 12-inch channel. It runs front to back, carries over, and kind of gives that's a little bit of influence from the GT3 RS with the helmet bubbles on the roof. That was what Magnus Walker claimed. That's not my words. He said that was part of the influence there for the double bubble. I'm not sure if we can see let's see if we can get the fuel filler. Can't really see the fuel filler detail, but the actual car would be there on the left side. Now on the back, on the real car, it's a metal, like a stainless steel mesh screen there at the duckbill, or the whale tail I should say, and then that badge in the center says 911 Owners Club. They have that represented here. The car is just mind-boggling for a Hot Wheels car. This one is probably one of the most detailed Hot Wheels car I've seen. We have his signature 911R style integrated turn signals. They're in the back corners. They were all molded into the car. A BBI exhaust, Outlaw plate, a standard 89 style rear Porsche reflector. Now this does have a 1552 logo on the door. I don't believe the real car has that, and this features on both sides. And then the Magnus Walker logo there underneath the mirror. This particular Hot Wheels car, I believe, is certain lighting, it does look like slate gray, and other lighting, to me, it looks like it's a straight black Spectra flame. I have not been able to verify that. I think I've seen listed online it's listed as black Spectra flame. If you can even find any information about this car, I couldn't find much out about it. The Hot Wheels car, that is, not the 1-to-1 scale vehicle. We have the louvers in the back quarter windows. They're present just like the actual car. And right here we see the plexiglass style racing windows. Really nice touch. The mirrors do feature, yeah, they actually do have the mirror glass painted in, which is a really nice touch. Let's take a look at Magnus himself. I don't think it's bad at all. He is permanently attached to this base. I think for being hand painted, it's not bad at all for being mass produced of 10,000 plus vehicles. The details on the front are just phenomenal. It has to be seen in person to fully appreciate these scoops down here in the front by the amber lenses. They're just phenomenal. They really are. This could be my favorite Hot Wheels car of all time. It left me almost speechless. Seeing this it's mind-boggling. And I'll put my other favorite Hot Wheels car next to it here then, and we'll see how they fare, or how this fares next to it. What I want to do here is try to get this rubber band off the back before it ends up destroying the car. So let me take that off and we can check out the flat 6. I thought that would be worse, so here we go. Let's lift this engine cover up. Oh wow. Pretty damn cool, I must say. The detail of the license plate is really, really nice. The motor is not 100% accurate, but they tried, obviously. And it's very, very cool. The other nice feature here that is just like on the real car, it has the satin black trim. Window trim was all sanded down and taken back to its polished state. That's the actual car is just like that. It's kind of a nice detail. You can see my hand as I move my hand near it. The finish is phenomenal on this. You can kind of see my reflections in the door there. The Spectre Flame paint is very, very nicely done. The wheels look great. I believe, looking at it, they are the same rims front to back. The backs are not, I don't think they're a little bit wider. They have a kind of a satin black finish down in between. Very, very nicely done. This, honestly, you have to see this car in person to appreciate it. It is just phenomenal. Hot Wheels definitely nailed this one out of the park and then some. This thing is just sick. Absolutely sick. Worth every penny in my opinion. And I think the value of this is only going to increase over time. I'm sure they'll release a main line of this Magnus Walker 964. I believe it is in the works from what I read online. I doubt, obviously it's probably not going to have the engine lid will probably not open up on it. The actual car was also, it's lowered on KW Club Sport coilover suspension, and I think that's the stance on this is represented very well. It's just gorgeous in person. The stance on it is absolutely dead on perfect. The lighting is perfect on it. The exhaust details look great. I do want to remove from the base here. I'm going to probably put a pair of gloves on though to take this off the base. I have to be very careful. And what I want to do is compare it to my other favorite Hot Wheels Porsche car. So stay tuned for that. I'll be right back. Okay, now we have the car isolated from its base, and poor Magnus is away from it, unfortunately, because he is permanently attached to that base, so can't really do much about that. Yeah, we could put him lurking behind the car there in the background, so at least we can get to see him and appreciate it. All right, now we have the car removed from the base. We get to see how this is put together. It features a satin black metal base. Just says Porsche 964. And this one, believe it or not, says made in China. This was not Malaysia. Did they do that to prevent theft and have them getting on eBay early? I don't know. It's a good question. And there we can see the red carpeted interior. It does have a black roll bar in the back. These finish on these cars, you definitely don't want to get your finger oils on them. That would, besides hindering the look of them, I think over time it could affect the value if it deteriorates the paint at all or any kind of trim. So I would highly caution one about picking one of these up with their bare hands. Alright, I'm going to bring in my other favorite Hot Wheels car. I don't know which one. I think I actually like the Magnus Walker one a little bit better, believe it or not, than the Toy Fair. The Toy Fair, though, is another one that has to be seen in person to be fully appreciated. Today was the first day I'd ever dismounted that from the base, and that was nerve-wracking. Just as nerve-wracking as dismounting the Magnus Walker car from the base, which the two screws were on there with it took like Thor-like strength to remove the screws, which was nerve-wracking. But anyway, both of them are removed. I'm only doing that pretty much for the channel. If I didn't have the channel, I probably would have never removed these from the bases. But it gives a good view, I think, gives a good opportunity, I should say, to be able to view these. I had never seen the base of my 934 RSR before. This one, believe it or not, I believe this is plastic base on. Pretty sure it is. Yeah, it's black plastic. I had to look at her closer. So that one is not full metal. The Magnus Walker car, it definitely is a major difference in weight. Now, if you're wondering if this is the same base as the other 964, it can't be, because I'm looking at the way they did the exhaust there, the center exit, RS style exhaust, and there's no way this is shared. Well, I better not say that until let me double check on that. All right, so here we can see the differences of the bases from this one here. The red bumper is obviously the last generation 964 from Hot Wheels, and you can see how it says Carrera 2 964. Pretty big difference in the base design. Now we could put all three Magnus cars up here. Now these two I did detail up slightly. So you guys have to leave some comments down below what you think of this new Magnus Walker car. Unlike the other ones that were released, this one I would say it's pretty much 100% identical to the actual car, down to the 911 Owners Club badge on the back intake screen. Really, really, really impressive. Do you guys have a favorite? I like how Magnus, he's just kind of like hanging out in the back there. He's chilling, hands in his pockets. He's ready to sell some merch. He's like, hey, what's going on? I can't do a British accent, so I won't even try. He's like, hey, look at me. I'm extremely wealthy. Check out my cars. So what do you guys think of the new one? Make sure you give me some comments down below and let me know what you think. If you think this one will be quite a seller or not. Do you think it's a hit or a flop? Alright, so thanks a lot everyone for letting me share my new Porsche 964 with you guys. I wish everybody could see this car in person because it truly is stunning in person. And like I said, it could be very well be my favorite Hot Wheels car of all time at this point. It's definitely a crowning jewel in my collection alongside the Toy Fair 934 RSR. So there you go. Thanks for checking it out, and be sure to subscribe if you're not already a subscriber, and hit the bell for notifications of up and coming videos. And I will see you guys later as my voice goes out. Alright, well, I'm out of here. I don't have time for this. My hands are going numb from being in my pockets too long. Alright, I'm out of here. Later, guys. Buy some stuff.